Hi, I am doing a reading for Leo, sun sign of Leo. It's going to be a short reading for love and romance for October to November. Wow, these cards keep on flying out at me today. Ooh, you guys might be a little bit ambitious or eager here. You've got the Queen of Swords, which means maybe some of you guys are, thinking with your head, or, you are coming off as a little bit cold or harsh, or you feel like your partner is. I mean, this card feels a little bit cold and judgmental, but it's idealistic. It's making decisions based on facts. It's very factual, and I mean, she comes off as cold, but ultimately she's thought things through, right? Like, she is an intelligence here to this card. There's a lot of knowledge, wisdom, but she's spilling the cup. Like, she's like, screw it. I'm done. It kind of makes me think of that Tina Turner song, "What's love got to do with it?" You know what I mean? Five of Swords. I don't know. And as you can see here, like, it's a real kind of like feeling like someone has control over you or is telling you what to do. That's how I see the Five of Swords. It's a real, like, in your face, like, you know what you gotta do. So I don't know if you guys are maybe just not going about things the right way, or not being fully honest with yourselves about how you are feeling. That's what it feels like to me. Like, you have to, like, face the facts. That's what the Five of Swords means to me. Like, face the frickin' facts. Here it is. Maybe, like, I need to pull more cards to figure out I don't know who this is resonating with here. Two of Swords. Look at this. It's all swords. I cannot believe this. And look at that guy. He's got his ears covered, and there's the two. There's the mom and the dad there, and they're fighting, and he's just, like, doesn't want to be stuck in the middle of it, doesn't want to make a decision. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do it. Like, I don't want to listen to this shit anymore. Shut up. So there could be some conflict, and again, some indecision. Another sword. Oh my lord. This is so weird to see this in a fire sign kind of reading. You've got the Ace of Swords again, which is, it's communication. Like, I feel that whatever's going on in your love life, you have to communicate how you feel, and maybe it's easier said than done, right? Because you don't want to cause an argument, or you don't want to have to pick sides, or you feel like you have to pick sides. Like, it's a very, like, to me, everything is feeling very black and white, and that's the problem with this reading. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of gray. It's either yes or no. Like the Meatloaf song, Dashboard Lights there, where, what's it gonna be, boy? Yes or no? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you never leave me? So it just feels like, what's it gonna be? Two of Wands. Again, like I was talking about, making a decision, making a wise choice, and moving forward and leaving the past behind, right? Sometimes that's what it takes. Like, like, you don't want to move on, or the best decision is the hardest decision, but you can't stay where you are. That's all I gotta say to you guys. You can't stay here, like where you are now, as sad as that is. Like, maybe, I don't know, there's something like a breakup coming, or there's arguing, and you know, these cards to me don't look very happy. They're very cold, and um the communication almost seems like a little bit harsh. So I think deep down, like, you know what you have to do, you just don't want to do it. You know, it's like you've got some words of advice maybe from a few friends that it might be sadly for time to move on. Like, I feel like with the moon, there's a bit of deception and denial and not seeing things for what they are. I'm sorry that this is not, we've got the Chariot. Again, this is like moving forward, moving in a new direction, strife, and just going, you know, being tactful about how you're proceeding with things. I mean, you know, you don't want to come off as an asshole. Like, I almost think that some of you guys have like a feeling that things are not going so well in some of your relationships, and you know, you're afraid to say how you feel, but you need to when you're moving forward in, you know, a new direction. But you're having a hard time because it's not all good, it's not all bad. Like, you're weighing your pros and cons, you know what I mean? Like, is it as bad as I think it is? Oh, I don't know. I don't get too many negative readings, but like, even everything is a double-edged sword, right? But this is the Three of Swords, so there's usually, this is a sign of ultimate heartbreak. I think that you guys are afraid to either hurt somebody's feelings, or, you know, that someone is betraying you here. That's your ultimate fear. Or maybe that you're going to betray someone. It could be either or. Like, there's some betrayal going on, guys. And maybe that's how you're feeling, that you've been betrayed in some way. Ooh, Six of Cups. This is a very nostalgic kind of card. Like, you see her there, she's got her head bowed down and all the cups are there, and she's just remembering all the good things. Like, it's all the good memories. Like, you know, when sometimes when we're reminiscing about happy times, that's when forgiveness comes in, right? Because we realize that people make mistakes, you know what I mean? And you want to forgive them, or maybe you want someone to come back into your life again. I'm going to keep on going because I just want this to sound a little bit more positive. And here it comes. You know, ultimately, there's your card right out of the deck. The Queen of Wands, in her power, majestic, you know, loyal, right? Happy, in control, you know what I mean? And having, you know, a lot of energy, creativity, all that fun stuff that comes with fire. You know what I mean? Fire is a very, you know, an element that I feel like as a fire sign, you know what I mean? Like we're really energetic, we're really fiery, you know, we can be kind of temperamental and just tell it like it is. And when we make up our minds, that's it. That's all, folks, right? And then it's like, you know what? Look at me. I've got a lion here, and I'm about to leash it out on you because, you know, if you fuck up, you're going to hear it from me, right? I'm not going to take this fucking shit, right? So whatever's going on, I just feel like you guys obviously get your power back. You know, you're creative, you're fully charged of energy, and you're ready to just, like, open a new chapter. You know, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's not necessarily that you guys want to be right, because, I don't know, I know a few Leos and they have a really hard time with forgiveness. That's all I know. If you betray a fucking Leo, like, good luck. like, good luck. No offense to you guys out there, but they can be a little grudgy. I don't want to be the receiving end of betraying a Leo. That's all I want to know. You know, they're just not going to put up with that shit, right? Loyalty is very important to Leo. So if some of you out there are contemplating, you know, being with a partner who lied to you, I mean, that's ultimately your choice. But I don't think that you would put up with that kind of shit. That's all I'm going to say. And you know what? You can move on from that. You know, you can be like, I don't need you. I don't need you. You know what? When you, like, you might think that you do, you know, there might be a lot of regrets with the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you guys did some things that weren't great yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, it takes two, as they say, but I don't know. All right, one more. The Hierophant again comes up. So the Hierophant, you know, is usually a really good sign. It could signify marriage. But with that paper in his hands and these cards, this could signify, like, peace out. It's divorce time. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's good or bad. Because you know what? Some people have divorce parties now, right? Like, or whatever they call them. Like, they get a divorce or they go through a breakup and they have, like, these big parties to celebrate them, right? But some people are not so happy. Like, it depends which end of that situation that you're on, and it's hard because this is just a general reading to actually know. But I mean, this person is reminiscing and remembering the good times. So I think it's gonna be hard for you guys. It might be a bit of you know, take it as it comes here, Leo. And just one more. I don't know. Three of Pentacles. Look here. Three of Pentacles. Getting what you deserved. You know, like, you feel like you don't want to be screwed over. That's all I gotta say. And I don't think you will be, if that's the question that some of you might have had. I see you, you know, getting what you're entitled to, right? Maybe that's your fear in abandoning an unhappy relationship, that, you know, you're gonna walk away with nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you just want fairness, I guess, with all these swords. And I believe that you're gonna get it with the final outcome of the Three of Pentacles. You deserve happiness and you deserve to be well, and you will be, right? But, you know, things take time. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward one step at a time, right? Or get in a big old chariot and just kick ass and just go, fuck this shit. I'm moving along. Bye.